6. It is Drake. Before we begin, I will first show you the commercial. While I check my stream health. Alright, D-Live is good. Need to double check Twitch. Twitch is good. Facebook. So Facebook is good. And lastly, YouTube. Okay, good. Everything is great. So before we begin, like, subscribe, hit the notification button for more Star Citizen news. And let's take a look. And sadly, the stream is a bit late because there's lots of technical difficulties. Mainly, the game keep crashing on me. And I need to get a decent amount of FPS before I want to, what do you call this? Stream. Basically, QC. Right, quality check everything, and that's the reason why it's a bit slow today or late. So apologies again. Today is Drake Interplanetary with only one hull. As always, it's a little bit small because it's only have Cutlass, Herald, Buccaneer, and the Caterpillar, and some small ships. And that's all it is. The best manufacturer in the whole entire game, not because of quality, but because of the price tag. Let's take first on the Herald. It's a data runner, $85 US versus the MSR at 260. If you follow my plan of getting it LTI, you can get it as low as 233. That is just raw Nomad LTI to Mercury Star Runner CCU or upgrade. But if you follow a bit more elaborate plan, you can get even lower than that. Especially with today's deal of the day, right? So with today's deal of the day, you can get about $15 discount plus the deal of the day yesterday. That's another $10 discount. If you buy the the moment you buy the Warborn Nomad, it's a $10 discount already. So that's 15 plus 10 plus 10. That's $35, and you can get it like $190 for the MSR. Best deal ever. But $85 is still cheaper than $195 or $190. Yeah. Okay. Data runner ship, asymmetrical. It only needs to do one job and one job only. Fly fast in a straight line. And look at that beefy engine. Yeah. Great ship. Cheap ship. Now, moving on to the Drake Buccaneer. Again, this is a tiny little mosquito ship, $110 US. You can say it's a bit pricey among all the ships that they have, but not the priciest for the amount of weaponry you can put. Size 4 weapon hardpoint on top, if I'm not mistaken. If it's not 4, it's 5. I think it's 4. Size 3 weapon hardpoint. And this guy actually outputs more damage than a Hornet. And not forgetting size 2. Or is it size 1? Size 2. This is definitely a size 2. Looks like a size 1 though. I need to double check because it could be a size 1 gimbal. But then again, it's like 2, 2, 1. So it's 1, 3, 4. That's a lot of weapon power. Right? Versus the Hornet. Hornet's a bit on the lacking side, and Hornet is more expensive if let's say you upgrade to the Super Hornet. But yeah, this guy is great, and it's one of the most agile ship in the game, except for the Arrow. The Arrow still takes the cake, but for this size, yeah, this ship's out DPS Arrow. So you know what, as agile as Arrow and out DPS, I'll take that any time of the day. And now comes the best part of the Drake lineup, the Drake Caterpillar. Currently the best howler in the game that is flight ready, right? Of course, this guy will lose out to the Hall series, but hey, it's you can land on planet side. Fantastic little ship, and I don't remember it having a weapon here. Did they just update? Or did something that I don't know? Or all this while it has always been there and I never pay attention to it? You know what? I know there's a weapon, there's probably a turret up here, there's a turret down here. Yeah, I don't remember. Maybe it has always been there. Right, nice little ship. This is $295. Sally's the most expensive ship for the Drake lineup. But then again, the Caterpillar is a modular ship. Let's go in, alright? This is the one time I will show you the interior. Okay, sweet. Retrack. Okay. Vehicle name. Drake Caterpillar. Right, so we have the mass hall. This is cargo, or rather module. See, it says module. It doesn't say something else. It says specifically module. Means all these parts are interchangeable. Module 2 access, Module 3 access, Module 4 access. So it has 4 modules from the get-go. And of course with the front cargo. Let me open up this thing. Ta-da! Alright, so the nice part about the Drake Caterpillar is that it can be a very nice showpiece, open, or rather display ship for whatever cargo you want to sell. And to some cases, it's basically a mini carrier for dragonflies, if you can fit all the dragonflies inside. I'm not gonna lie, it's awesome. So currently the module is not in development, or rather they're still planning, and it's not in the game yet. I don't think it's even in the pipeline at all. So we have to wait for it. Yeah, I'm gonna be a vandalize and open up every single door. And boop. So yeah, 4 modules. 4 fantastic modules out here. One of the modules or the selection that you can put is a command station, a medic bay, and I think there's 2, 3. I think there's a few more which I haven't read up yet, so that's probably what it is. To top it off, this command pod is meant to be detachable, so you can have this on planet side and you can fly off with your tiny little personal ship. That also makes it very, very lucrative for a mobile command base for $300, or rather $295. Yeah, still expensive, but it's cheap compared to whatever other what do you call this? Cheap compared to other manufacturer shows you. For example, the Idris, the Anvil Karak. Actually, there's not much of command ship. This is the only command ship that is in the game right now that is like a lot of people want it to be the best. Yeah, that's about it, right? But that's that. Caterpillar. And of course, my favorite lineup, the Drake Cutlasses. Right? Starting off with the Drake Cutlass Black at $100. This is one of the best ship in the game right now. It has enough. Okay, for starters, it has 3 size 3 weapon hardpoint and a turret, which is double size 3, so it's technically 6 size 3s. To top it off, the turret is, well, It's a man turret, so it's not pilot controllable. But having 3 size 3 weapon hardpoints on a medium-sized ship, which is same like Freelancer, it's fantastic. Sadly, the Drake doesn't output damage versus the Freelancer in terms of gimbal. The Freelancer has one more plus point, which is armored and it's gimbaled. But Freelancer is 110, Drake is 100. Nice part about Drake Cutlass Black is that it has enough space to put at least a Tumbril Cyclone or 2 Dragonflies, and it has side doors, like plenty of side doors. Whee! Whee! Right, plenty of space in the back. And of course your crew quarters and a nice cockpit view, right? Very industrialized though, that's the only downside. Very industrialized. And some people don't like this bare bones style ship versus the Freelancer. Freelancer is very tight and small, but to each of their own, okay? Either ship won't go wrong, in my opinion. But what separates this ship or this variant compared to the rest is we got the Cutlass Blue, a police version, but more importantly, the Cutlass Red. Cutlass Red for extra $25 or $125. Not only you get, sadly you get smaller cargo space, okay? You get the most critical item in the whole entire universe or the verse, and that is medical beds. Right. Let me see what if I can do to it. Open door. Okay, seal airlock. So sadly, the Cutlass has a shitty airlock door. In my opinion, it's shitty. I actually like one. I want the Cutlass Black's side panel doors. That would be the best. Can we sit on it? No. Power on. Power on. Okay, doesn't let you power up. Because I want to show you the lights, and this guy is very nice, alright? So medical beds are very important in the verse, whereby if you die on foot or if you die, you will spawn back on planet side or the closest hospital. That's on the future implementation. But with the raid, you can spawn back to this ship, provided if you are nearby the ship. How near is near? There are some calculation. As long as you're within the planet, I think you spawn back on the raid. I think it's about 100,000 kilometers. It was ridiculous. The range is ridiculous. But most of the time, you're gonna be, it's like what? The raid is gonna park here, and then you're gonna run around somewhere here, and then you die. Alright, got killed. Maybe you jump off a rock, something like that. Or dehydration, didn't eat. And that's the whole reason why I would recommend the Cutlass. Bar none. $125. The only downside is cargo. I think it's 12 SCU. Let me take a quick look up on the SCU size for the Cutlass Red before we move on. And while looking for it, I'm gonna let you stare at this for a while. $12 SCU, alright? Yeah, I wasn't wrong. 12 SCU. It's smaller than everything else, but it's good. Fantastic. So the blue is basically a bounty hunting ship, aka police, and if you can see somewhere at the side, well, Popo, you already see the Popo lights. And there should be a big police word somewhere. I think it's on top. I know what I can do. And before we go there, I think it's the same storage space as well. 12 SU worth of cargo, holding pods or holding cells. And let's get to, and of course a very Robocop alien style, I'm gonna say Robocop cockpit, unobstructed. Like that's like ridiculously good. Or is it down here? I remember they wrote somewhere. Oh. No, that's bad. That's bad. But I know that Drake Cutlass Raid did write something. Something like rescue on the site. There we go. I think that's about it. Okay. So that's the Drake Cutlass Blue for you. Cutlass Blue is $150. Should you buy it? And the answer is maybe. If Bounty Hunter is your thing, maybe. Sadly, the blue doesn't have one major item, which is the EMP. Okay, this blue doesn't have an EMP on it. Sadly. Whereas the red substitutes its turret. Okay, if you realize there's a turret on top. There's a turret on top. Oopsie, no turret. So the red substitute its turret for better scanning capability. And that's the reason why the red is now one of the best ship in the verse for a very cheap price. You can basically do almost everything. In fact, anything and everything. From cargo hauling to pew pew, it still retains the size 3 weapon hardpoints. The only difference is you need to switch up its default loadout. It's rubbish. Serve as a save point, spawn point for you FPS lovers out there. And that's it. Multi-crew. Cutlass Raid is not multi-crew, it's a solo pilot ship because of the man turret. Alright, the removal of the turret makes it a solo ship, which is great. Alright, this is one of the ships that I will always promote. Alright, Cutlass Black, Cutlass Raid. Some say Freelancer, but Freelancer, that depends. Alright, I'm a Drake bias fanboy. And of course comes the Drake Dragonfly, a hover bike in the future. This is definitely it's basically just placement in the air. Boop. I am surprised that they didn't show Dragonfly yellow. Right, all these are Dragonfly blacks. It's a 2-person ship. One sits in the front, one sits at the back. Also a great what you call this, partnership pun. Alright, friendship bike, I know. Alright, so usually you get one Dragonfly, pack it with your Drake Cutlass Black or Cutlass Red. They both then can fit. And then the difference is for red it's a tight fit, for the black it's an easy fit. And then you just fly around, right, as a pair. Lovely little bikes. Okay, next we're going to move on to one of the most expensive and the most hype ship in the whole verse on the Drake lineup. Starting with the Corsair, or Corsair, depends how you pronounce. I pronounce as Corsair. Do correct me, right, if I pronounce it wrongly. Corsair is very, if you realize most of their name is very sea-ish, right, sea-worthy, like the Cutlass, Corsair. Caterpillar is on the odd side. The Herald is also on the odd side. Even the Dragonfly is on the odd side. It's only these 2 ships, which means, coincidentally, they are kind of promoting piracy, which also their ship are famous for anyway. Piracy Act. And the Corsair is basically a Constellation Andromeda size ship, right? It's a large ship, bigger than MSR a little bit, and it features broadside weapons. Broadside, port side. Okay, I need to remember which is which, right? Broadside is left or broadside is right? Broadside, port side. And it has lots of weapons as well. I think these are definitely size 4. Size 4 weapons up there. And yeah, I didn't bring out the stats sheet, but this guy is beefy. Beefy to begin with. Okay. Next follow-up is the Vulture, the salvaging ship. Nice little ship. If you realize this ship, or if you played enough sci-fi game enough, this ship is very similar to another very popular space game called EVE Online. And it almost share the same name. Vulture for the Star Citizen universe, Venture for the EVE Online universe. This is a salvage ship. And the Vulture is a mining ship. Coincidence? Maybe, maybe not. He got a nerf. He got a nerf pistol. Pew pew. Alright, not bothered. Next. Moving on to the biggest ship in the whole entire fleet is the Kraken. Sadly, this guy is way too expensive for me to afford. Alright, it's a light carrier. Alright, literally just give it to your face. Alright, a lot of people want a big ship to be a carrier. This straight up says, hey, it's a carrier. Get me. Buy me. Nice little ship. When I say little, I mean big. Big ship. 2 big hangars down here. Landing pads is 1, 2, 3, 4 for small ships, and 2. Okay, I'll put it this way. 4 Buccaneers on the top, and 2 Cutlasses on the side. This whole platform is, you can park 2 Cutlasses. And there should be a Dragonfly base somewhere. I'm not so sure where did they put. Is it? No, I don't think it's here. This is probably cargo. Quite obvious. Yep, cargo. But where is the Dragonfly bay? Because they also boast they had a Dragonfly bay. So I'm gonna hope it's here. Cargo is down here. So hangar, cargo. So yeah, 2 Dragonfly bay. Probably step 2. Okay. Cargo is down here. So this is definitely Dragonfly bay. So my apologies. I thought it's cargo pods. Or not the cargo pods, the cargo bay, but it's not. Right. This is the hangar for the Dragonfly. Cargo, obviously marked cargo. Nice ship. Alright. And that's it. That's all I have for you for today for the Drake Interplanetary. Very straightforward Expo walkthrough. Lots of turrets. And this is the, this is the Kraken sign. That's the, I think other than that, that's about it. Alright. I would definitely want to own one of these ships. Guess how much it costs, alright? Guess how much it costs. It's crazy. The amount they ask is crazy. $1,400 US in Warborn and 1,700 in-store credit. That's like, oof, ridiculous. Ridiculously ridiculous. That's just way above. No, it's just too much, right? Too much for a single person to handle. Even though you're a big fan of the game, it's a big number. Big number. Well, that's it. That's all I have for you for today. What do you think about the Expo for Drake Interplanetary? Do you agree that these ships are awesome or not? Leave down the comment below and tell me what brand or what manufacturer do you think is much better. Until then, I'll see you tomorrow in another Intergalactic Aerospace Expo 2950. And if not mistaken, tomorrow is Alien Day. Need to double check my schedule. This is 6, 7, 8, 9. Either it's Origin or Alien. I think it's Alien first. Alien, Origin, and then RSI the last day. And then after that, the rest is just Best in Show. You can play around with whatever you want. Until then, I will see you tomorrow. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button for more Star Citizen news. If you want to support the channel as well, it's easy by doing so. Like, subscribe.